Welcome to Ken Stimpson Academy. My name's Mr. Wales and I'm the first Academy head, so it's a real privileged position for me to be able to stand here in front of you and welcome you to a new school. So it's an incredibly exciting place to be. Education changes and so do your children, but it's an honour. It's an honour to be able to stand in front of you guys and say, you know what, in 5 years' time, your children will leave here with the best academic results they can because we'll have done everything and I'll have done everything in my power to make that happen. And that's what matters is that you get the grade that you thought was beyond your reach. Everybody drives that forward. What we're about is making sure that people are disciplined to take the opportunities. They're disciplined and they understand that we stand up in front of the young people and we say, this is what we're going to do to help you, these are the opportunities we're going to give you, and we expect you to take them. And that's the self-discipline we ask of you. Now, if only it was that easy. Teachers spend a long time getting to that position where they are stood in front of your children for an hour. And every teacher does this. And they will be prepping the night before, they will be studying years prior to that, and they will be in a position where they have worked, prepped to deliver this hour of learning for you. And every child in that room deserves to get that maximum benefit of that. That cannot be disrupted by behaviour, and it won't be. So we have systems in place that will deal with that. I know some people need support, and we will support, and we'll enable to get everybody there. That is what we're about. We're about making sure that everybody is able to access the learning they should have. We've moved so far, so fast, and it is an incredible school and an exciting place to be. But I want to be clear, really, what we've reached is minimum expectations. What we have is a disruption-free school, and we have teachers that teach really effectively all day long, every day. And we've got some superb teachers. That's a minimum expectation. The next bit comes from what the children do, from how you support them learning, to making sure that we've got the right courses, the right direction, the right advice, so that they can then springboard from that. That isn't the end of the job. I turned up in my uniform and I'm sat in class. That's the starting point. And we enable that to happen because in the background there's people like me who look at the curriculum. That means the sorts of things that they study. So before they get in the classroom, we decide what those things will be. The teachers, as I've already said, spend an enormous amount of time making sure that people are enabling every child to learn. And then the onus goes on your children. And the onus is on them is to study, to work, to listen, to take advice, and to move that forward. And if all three of those things are aligned, we're in business. If we were in a straight line race for exam success, and it's a straight line, we are deluded, because it is not a straight line. Life comes along, and it will divert, and it will wobble, and what have you, because life does that to us. So we have a team of people that support, guide, listen, and all the things we need to enable them to try and stay somewhere near that straight path. We really want to celebrate and recognise people that go beyond the minimum expectations. I personally am not about rewarding people for just getting the basics right. I think that we should go out of our way to ensure that the people that are stepping further forward and driving our school forward to be the kindest, safest, most successful school, they're the people that make the biggest difference, and they're the people that we seek out and recognise. We're also clear that if people decide that they don't want that help and they want to tell us that through poor behaviour, we have systems to work with them on that as well. We are absolutely crystal clear that we come to school to learn, and we have process that deals with people who need a little bit of different support. We provide loads of opportunities. Some of it sounds scary, some of it feels uncomfortable. Say yes to everything. Say yes to everything, and you will get maximum benefit from school. I think if you live your lives by trying to be the best version of yourself, then you'll be a pretty decent human being. And I say to the students in the school, that's what I expect from you. I want you to make the best decisions you can possibly can at that point in time. And if you don't, and they're the wrong ones, learn from it and be a better person next time round.